Hi, this is Bob Mayu of Mayu Chevrolet. Find out what hundreds of people in the tri-state already know by heart. Mayu Chevy is the area's value leader in sales, parts, and service. And we're on the web at mayucars.com.
We had to go through a transition year, and there's always growing pains there. 2 coaches stayed and 2 administrators stayed, and Miss L and me. We walked in, we didn't have anything. We didn't have film, we didn't have files, we didn't have anything. We just started anew from scratch. And our players have hung with us that whole entire time. And that was really good. That was really, really good. So we're right now probably ahead of where people thought we would have been, and maybe should be. And but it's been a slow, steady, but not a difficult climb, because the young men we had in the program that just kind of stayed the course and did all the right things that young people should do. Had to change, we changed some offense, didn't change much defense, a little bit here and there.
Let me tell you about your Mountaineers. What kind of youngsters you have there now. Oh, and there's a bump in the road here and there. They're all going to make mistakes. Man, I made all kind of. But let me tell you about a football team about 15 months ago when they thought the world was coming apart. Let me share with you 125 young men sitting in a room, and a gentleman says, "I'm leaving." They look around. Another clown walks to the front of the room, yours truly, and says, "We're going to practice in 20 minutes. They had no idea what hit them. Did the world stop? No. Was it a curveball? You bet. Low and away. They never questioned. We went to Phoenix, Arizona. Didn't know if a coaching staff would be, didn't even know what would happen to us. I didn't know what was going to happen. All I knew was if I could get them to the game, we would absolutely get after that bunch from Oklahoma like they'd never been hit. That's all I knew. You know what? 125 young men, you're Mountaineers. 8 days and 7 nights. We had 1 curfew bust. 1. I had to send that boy home the next morning. If it were my own son, he'd be gone in the blink of an eye. This year, transition year, everybody howling at us. You jut your jaw, you bow your back, and you go to work the West Virginia way. You outwork who you're going to play the next week. Go down to Charlotte, another superior team athletically. 7 days we're down there. 1 curfew bust. I sent him home after calling his parents. Again, if it were my son, he'd be going home. We won that ball game 31-30. Not as convincingly, but when no one gave us a chance. Both games. You see, if you do things enough, long enough, and you keep emphasizing over and over all the good that's out there, they'll catch on. They'll catch on. And they'll really give you everything they've got.
I know what we're trying to do, what we want to do, and we felt like we recruited pretty well to meet our needs and what we want to get accomplished. We had to get a quarterback that Jeff can tell you more about, Eugene Smith as a freshman, who hasn't done anything yet. None of those guys have. You know, we're all waiting to see what they can do. But we'll know in 2 or 3 years if what we did, if our fruits have paid off.
How did you guys rate yourselves on recruiting this year?
Well, I rate like this. I would like to think that every guy we bring into Western University, be it a so-called 1-star or 10-star, they're our stars, they're our stars, they really are. We think we did very well. The experts, the analysts out there, top 20. Now, I'm more in the under-promise, over-deliver mode. I'm an old country boy, so I want to under-promise and over-deliver, hopefully. That's what we're going to do. But we did really good. We really did. But they said it's the best ever. That goes back to 1890. I don't know how they said it's best ever. Well, I didn't know they had that ESPN and all this college analysts. Reed's doing great. Reed Williams was our student of the week. He was only like a 3, 8, 9 in finance,
Reminds me of Glenn Adrian's grades. Reed's a 389 finance major. He'll be the Scholar Athlete of the Year. By the way, did you know every year since 19? The young man had a driving incident, and he's getting a class. That's his second alcohol deal. So we try to treat them all very, very fair. The young man you said in question slipped up, and that was tough. I didn't throw him under the bus, and I'm not going to put him in front of a firing squad. But we're going to get him help, and the help he has to do is he has to go to a class, take care of the class, and I'm going to get him some counseling, because that's 2 incidences he's had where there's been alcohol involved. So I'm going to get that guy some counseling. Then after that, and then in between, if he spits into the wind, he's going. It all stops. He knows that. He knows he hurt himself and a lot of people. They know. You don't have to browbeat him and mistreat him. You don't have to do that. Just treat him like you'd treat your own son or daughter. Yes, sir, young man.
Who's going to be second string quarterback now?
How old are you? How old are you? 10? You're close. Coley White, Bradley Starks, and Eugene Smith, I think, are all 3 kids that we can win with. So we're going to have some depth there. It's scary because Bradley Starks, Coley White, and Geno Smith have not played quarterback at the college level yet. But they're certainly good players, and we'll be good there. Certain kids have certain talents. JB, I think, more of a thrower than a runner. And we have a system in place to allow him to do that kind of stuff. We will never get away from being a hitch-in-the-mouth run football team, but we do have the opportunity to allow JB to flip around a little bit. And so it'll look a little bit different for him, but it won't sound different to the kids. It won't be something they have to relearn. And that's the exciting part.